Liv Morgan is going all in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what she's doing, why she's doing it, and why it's important to understand and appreciate what she's doing, because we are getting closer, y'all. The countdown is on. August 3rd, Cleveland, Ohio, SummerSlam. Liv Morgan defends the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley. Things consistently are getting intensified. They're heating up as we get closer to the biggest party of the summer. It's a match that I think has been built up very, very well. I think you have to give your hat off to Triple H and the rest of the WWE creative team in what they've been able to do with this feud, because it has transformed the company's television for Monday Night Raw, its flagship show. And I understand you have SmackDown, and that is, in a large part, a lot of people think that is a flagship show. But I think in a lot of ways, tuning in on a Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, just to see what's going to happen, I think that's kind of built into our DNA, regardless of whether or not you watch the show. And one of the reasons that you have that is because of this storyline, because it has dominated the last few months of WWE television. Think about all the changes in which Monday Night Raw has undergone, and think about all of the changes in which Liv Morgan has undergone. You look at the fact that WWE, they went without Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw because he was drafted to SmackDown, or he won the championship and had to go to SmackDown, whatever way you want to look at it. Triple H meaning, he also lost Seth Rollins due to injury. He was without CM Punk. There was also instances of, you had Rock make one appearance, but he was no longer there. You had the draft and everything like that. Rhea Ripley went down with an injury. You knew Becky Lynch was going to be leaving the company and taking time off. So you had to really pivot, and you had to create new stars. You also had a brand new champion who had not had a credible run as a world champion in Damian Priest coming out of Mania. There was so much going on. Oh, and by the way, Drew McIntyre, he wasn't working because he was dealing with an elbow injury. A lot going on there. So they went to Liv, and they transformed Liv, and they booked her into a top star by having her go back to the well and doing a feud with Becky Lynch, having her beat Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship, doing a cage match on Monday Night Raw, also beating Becky Lynch, and then going into this feud with Dominic Mysterio. And that all leads us to today's video, because if you didn't know, there was a major, major angle that went on this week on Monday Night Raw involving Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, because Rhea, she's been sidelined with an AC joint sprain since April 8th, but she returned a few weeks ago, and they've really heated up this feud. Now, on Monday's Raw, Mysterio told Morgan that he hated her while doing a promo segment. This led to Morgan leaving the arena while crying. Coming out of the show, this is what she did, because it got people talking. She went to her Twitter account, and she blacked out her photo and her cover image. Why did she do that? Well, she was reflecting how her character was feeling. On the flip side, you had Rhea Ripley. She changed her photo and her cover image to photos of that segment. Her profile picture was Liv crying. Her cover image was her kissing Dominic Mysterio. Why is this so significant? Hear me out. So it's not just that she went and changed a profile picture or a cover image. It's the fact that she is trying to take the storyline of how her character is feeling and then transforming it into social media content. Therefore, it is expanding the angle. It is furthering the angle. And now we can add details and layers to this angle. Because if you looked at what Liv Morgan was already doing, and this is a broader point of this video, what she's been able to do on social media, just like Drew McIntyre has done, has only enhanced their characters and therefore their feuds. And now, more importantly, the WWE saw, hey, if we do this with Drew McIntyre. Oh, this is working. Let's do it with Liv. Oh, it's working with Liv as well? Okay, let's bring it into Rhea. And so now we've been able to really see what this character is all about, because even before this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, what did Liv do? Well, she went to social media and she would make posts about Dominic Mysterio. And in character, she would post about Dominic in a stalker way, right? By sharing photos of him, sharing photos of herself in his t-shirts, various things, taking jabs at Rhea, right? So much character work is going on with this Liv Morgan character that it is a much broader scope. And I don't know if everyone is paying attention to not only what the company is doing, but what Liv Morgan is doing and why it is such a significant and big deal. I mean, she is doing some really, really good work here, and I think people need to give her a little bit more credit, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen at SummerSlam is what's going to happen at SummerSlam. But what's more important is how do you get there? Okay, we've seen they're doing great work on how to get there. The match, the finish, the outcome, all that will be what it is. But then more importantly, coming out of SummerSlam, where are we going? Why are we going there? And then what will be the outcome of that? Because I've said it once, I'll say it again, and I will continue to say it. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley is not a one-off match, y'all. This is going to be a multi-match feud. It should be. It really should. And SummerSlam, I understand, might be headlined by Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship. But the real main events, you hear that? Main events is really Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, both on Monday Night Raw. Cody Rhodes Solo Sikoa is not one of the main events. It will go on last. It is not a main event. Now, the only reason that it's going to get that main event slot is because of the expected Roman Reigns WrestleSTAR
return.
fam.
And that's going to be fun.
A few news and notes here. First of all, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Also, if you would like to further support the channel and my family, please consider dropping some money on a membership, subscribing to that. You'll get additional content. There's a bunch of awesome perks out there, including members-only videos, which I highly recommend you go and check out. Also, if you are looking for some sweet pro wrestling merch, down in the description below, I have a link with some 2 sweet promo codes, including free shipping. All that information down in the description below. Thank you so much for changing my life, my family's life, and supporting the channel. And I will see y'all